Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a pick a card for celebrities only, and then the next one I do will be all for K-pop for a pick a card next, which will be tomorrow. So today we are going to focus on the Fluorite for card 1, Tiger's Eye for card 2, and Amethyst for card 3. We have for the Fluorite Focus Learning Organization Study Session. So we are doing JFK Jr., although he has passed. This has been a request, so we will see about the historical value of what shows up in the cards. We're going to look at the Tiger's Eye, and we have um, who is it doing again? Johnny Depp, and we have Shawn Mendes and Bruna. So we will do each of the cards. So with the Fluorite, it's JFK Jr., Tiger's Eye is Johnny Depp, and Amethyst is Shawn Mendes and Bruna. So you can pick by the crystals and stones or by the celebrity themselves, whichever one, or watch all three. So let's start with card 1 and JFK Jr. with the historical value or historical reading, which is new for me. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, we'll see you on the other side. Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a pick a card for celebrities only. This time I will do K-pop or Thai reading or whatever for next time. So it will be 3 celebrities. We're going to go with JFK Jr., which was a request. It's a historical. Even though he has passed away, we are going to do it anyway because it has been a request for 1. And for 2, it's kind of new for me. I thought this could be kind of exciting to see what shows up in the cards. Now, with Tiger's Eye, this is for Johnny Depp. And this is about courage, focus, grounded, and confidence. And then we have Amethyst, calm boundaries, intuition. This is about winding down at night. So maybe if it's hard to sleep, you can grab onto an amethyst to help you sleep. Also brings peace. And if you have it nearby in a dim light, is what it's saying on the card. So for Shawn Mendes and Bruna. So let us get started with the Fluorite for JFK Jr. I will see you on the other side. Okay, let's get started and see. Now this is usually what's reoccurring right now or occurring right at this point for whoever I'm reading for, but because they have passed, we're going to do a reading on what was going on at the time just before they did pass. Okay. So, something was on the mind. Let's see what this is. This is the Magician. Oh, okay. So this is trusting in the abilities. So maybe this was a thought or they were on the fence about the abilities of um I believe were they in a plane? I think their plane crashed, right? Did they both? I think him and his wife both passed at that point. So they were on the fence about the abilities of whoever was flying. I don't know if he was flying or if there was someone else that was flying the plane. They were talking about that fact and telling each other loving words. So maybe even spoke to one another and communicated certain things about the abilities and maybe just about the whole situation of the weather and how things were going for them. Let's just see here what else shows up. Ace of Cups, yes, about the lovage for one another as well, loving words to one another. Did they know they were going to pass? The trusting of the abilities here is on the fence, so they may have been playing it close to their chest and saying goodbye just in case, saying what they needed to say to one another, how much they loved one another, and possibly about the abilities of whoever was flying the plane. Yeah, this was long term. I feel like they both were cut short of a long-term relationship. They were married, so and I feel like they were each other's love of their lives. Eight of Pentacles. Things were working for them when it came to this long-term Nine of Wands. I mean, this was an accident. This was an accident. It wasn't foul play or anything like that. It was not planned. It wasn't anything that was over the top, like it was meant to happen like this. I feel like it was just an accident with that Nine of Wands coming up. They may have been trying to do everything they could for this to work. We have the Devil card here. They may have been facing their darker side of things in a panic. It's almost like facing their passionate side, almost like maybe even knowing that this was the end. I don't know. It's Page of Pentacles. They may have been talking about money, maybe about, I don't know, there's something to do with money and growing it independently, their ambition, maybe about being, usually it's a grounded type of energy with the Page of Pentacles. So maybe they were hoping to reach the ground safely or obviously, but I mean, why was this card coming up when the Devil's right beside it? It's almost like they were talking about money. Maybe their will. Do we have a? Maybe they would have had a will. I'm sure they would have had. Did they have kids? I don't know if they had kids. I don't think they had kids. Seven of Pentacles. They invested in one another. They were talking about investments, maybe at the time that this went down, but they were telling each other loving words. But when it came to work, it's like, why is work showing up here? Because it's showing up as an accident. With the Devil side here, this wasn't foul play though. This was an accident. It's clear that it was an accident. Page of Pentacles, they may have been talking about something to do with work or investments. Maybe about whoever, maybe it was about inheritance and who would inherit the money, or I don't know. There's something here about money though. I don't know why money is there, but we'll clarify after. Eight of Swords. So yeah, there it is. Eight of Swords is, they were definitely having negative thoughts at the time when the plane went down, feeling fear, paralyzed, helpless, feeling trapped in an aircraft they couldn't get out of. There was no way out, nothing they could do. That must have been terrifying. They were definitely questioning maybe the weather or the abilities of the person behind the wheel. Well, I don't know if it's a wheel when you're doing the aircraft, but you know what I'm saying? The driver of the plane, the pilot, who they may have been wondering if they were going to make it because of that reason. But why are they talking about money? Like, is this a lesson about what they invested in? But the Devil there, was this something shady that they got into that they wish they hadn't? I don't know if anything came out about anything like that. It could have just been feeling like they got cheated with this. Because maybe the company was doing well, everything was going well in terms of the relationship, even job wise, things were going well. I feel like this was like a shock that this was even going down, like they were cut short of something so great, which they were. I mean, wow, look who they were. They were young when they died too. I believe. I don't think they made it to 50. I don't even know if they made it to 40. I thought they were in their 30s, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. All right. Definitely generous gift giving, especially to loved ones. There's reciprocity here. They were fearless to go into the unknown, or he was. On his side, there was a physical connection with his wife. They were really like two peas in a pod. You could really see the love between the two of them. Yeah, there was quite the burning desire, and definitely saw each other's worth. Not that it mattered. It doesn't it doesn't depend on other people to see your worth. You yourself has to see your worth. All right. Enjoying the gifts from him, holidaying with him. Maybe they were on holiday or were going on a holiday or something, kind of a celebration. Weren't they going to, I can't remember where they were going. Was it on a holiday? Maybe they were coming back from a holiday. I don't know. Anyways, there was fun, lighthearted. There was uncertainty here, though. What is the uncertainty about? Oh, about some dream coming true for them. Oh, they had a twin flame union. This was an intense love that they had. It was a lasting love. Look at that. They were true love there. You could really tell it was. They had found their soulmate. And everything was going so well. They really felt cheated, with this, I feel. What lessons were needed to be learned here from the FLORITE study sessions? They were talking about study sessions or learning about finances or invest in something. They were talking about money at the end. So staying stuck once felt safer than risking truth. So they may have, I feel like they really did feel very cheated out of a great life here. Um, when they passed, like just before things were going. I mean, they may not have seen it coming when they were talking finances, but they showed their love on the plane. And then it shows that when it comes, everything was working well for them. They really do feel cheated out of it, though, here in this victimized, paralyzed, and fear of the plane going down. Overwhelm grows when everything feels urgent. So definitely wanting to say a lot as maybe they realized they were passing or going to crash. Staying stuck felt safer than risking truth. Yeah, I almost feel like there was some regret about getting on the plane to begin with. Had they known it was going to go down, obviously they wouldn't have got on it. But I mean, that's the catch 22. You just never know. Numbing faded, reality stepped in. So the reality of their situation may have really come at the last moments. Let's see here about the wife's side of things here. Was stalled wasn't bad luck, it was your hesitation. So what showed up here? What's this card underneath this one here? The Two of Cups. So they do show a lot of love in this partnership that they have. With the Ace of Cups there's overflowing love that they had for one another. And it looks like they thought this was going to be a lifetime. So this is maybe where this cut short comes in, feeling like they got robbed, or that it was this bad luck, right? Doubt rising when truth gets too close, and the truth of maybe the situation they were in. Hi, baby kitty. Hi. Here. Release became necessary, not optional. So maybe knowing they were going to have this happen. Now, I feel like the love between them, I feel like that part was okay. Like, they were going together. Clarity doesn't comfort you, it confronts you. So they definitely were confronted at the very end there. It was quite clear of what was going on. Hang on, guys. I gotta let my kitty out. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, let's see what doors opened or would have opened here for them. Protection, time, and hope. I feel like they didn't feel like they were in any danger. Not like how his dad put himself out there as the president. And of course, you never know with that, right? So, and his father passed. But it had nothing to do with that. It was just a plane crash. It wasn't anything that was hidden or anything that was ill intentions or anything like that. The door of wonder, the shadow side, and balance. So I do feel like things would have just gotten better for them. There would have been some inner journeying with the shadows here for her. I feel like there's this mystery and doors of wonder. I like that because it was like in awe of how her life was going, and then very balanced with stability and everything else. He may have really wanted to protect her, of course. More time, obviously, and of course, belief in maybe a higher up spirit, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. So if you don't believe, you can't be saved. So, or at least that's what they say. All right, and reflecting. So maybe as they crossed over, they got that. They get their life's review. So reflecting on that is showing up, which is nothing that wouldn't normally show up for two people that had passed. So interesting enough. Let's have a little clarity. What's the Eight of Swords? Of course, that is probably the fear of the plane going down, which is clear. Arguments. Hmm. I feel like there is this. Well, obviously, it's a conflict. Showing love and at the end. So definitely seeing the trouble that's occurring, giving the love because they know it's going to be done over with. I feel like they may have realized that that was the end. Painful end. All right. With love, they definitely had that loving excitement and adrenaline rush to explore this love. He really did feel like he won her over. Oh, yeah, they were definitely planning their lives together for that lasting love. Tell me about the clarity doesn't come. Yeah, there's more love. Recovering. High Priestess. Okay, so they may have had some type of sense that maybe things in the relationship, if they did have any doubts or that there was hesitation or there was growth that needed to happen, they maybe had those things where they had problems in their marriage that they got over and used their intuition on. There's still love there, though. So there wasn't like it was a bad marriage. In fact, I feel like it was a fairly good one, but they may have had their own differences. But whatever they had for differences, they recovered from it. So I feel like that may have been before the plane crash. Maybe they spoke those loving words about anything that may have happened. Reflection. Let's see. Oh, truth. They had a great marriage. They helped each other. Look at the love showing up with these guys. Just unbelievable. Boom, 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 boom. Unreal. Yeah. And I feel like it was a painful choice about how to where to go with that plane. I feel like it was nothing that they could have seen come. Well, maybe they knew they were taking a risk with the weather. I don't know. But back then it was different for aviation. So, but there was a truth there that they were thinking about that lingered. So I feel like this may have been knowing that the end was coming, this decision, whatever the decision was, it was a painful one. Maybe they couldn't see the truth of what was going to happen. I mean, they were thinking it, but in all, I mean, they helped one another come out of their shells. There was growth here, there was love. They had that happy home celebrations, harmony, love in the air. It was peaceful, it was restful. We don't need these cards here, but let's see if there's any message that they wanted to tell one another that they didn't get to say. I trust divine timing and what awaits me next. So I feel like they may know that there'll be another lifetime to come. That's the blue one. Someone desires you, a secret admirer. Well, I'm sure they had lots of those. And she lets me cheat. It's an open relationship. What? No, I don't feel like that is it. Ah, that's funny. Wow. Only you will know what resonates for you. Wow. Well, that kind of went sideways with the cards. Oh, pregnant or someone else, third party. Oh boy. I don't feel like that's anything there. Like this, I don't feel like that had anything to do it. I feel like they knew they had a good life. I feel like they had things going on. They may have had their issues. Maybe they did have some issues. Maybe somebody else said they were pregnant. I don't know. But whatever happened in their marriage, they got through it. It recovered. And they used their intuition or their third eye, or maybe there was a secret romance going on. I don't know with that high priestess there, maybe there was some mystery behind all that, but they recovered from all of that, right? They may have been having to make certain decisions that were going to be painful. Maybe they didn't see this coming. This is where you can't really see the truth. You don't have all the information. So this was choices, painful choices that maybe caused them to go down with the plane because of the weather, the choice of going. There was a lot of love there, though. You can't deny all of the love. Whether these things here were going on or not, with the secret admirer and someone else saying maybe they were pregnant, maybe they did get pregnant. I don't know. That part, I don't know about. But you never know what's going on in a marriage. But yeah, I feel like there was, all in all, I feel like they wish they hadn't gone that day when it came to that time right before they hit the ground. Or was it water? I can't recall. So anyways, this is what I have for JFK Jr. and his lovely wife, and I think there was someone else in the family on that plane, plus the pilot. So there was 4 people on that plane, I think. I can't recall, but it was a while back. I know they were young though. They were young. So, anyways, if you are going on to the next card, I will see you there. And if this is where we say goodbye, we will see you next time. Later. Hi guys, it's Chrissy, and this is card 2, the Tiger's Eye, courage, focus, grounded, and confidence. And we'll put that there. This is for Johnny Depp. And we'll see what is going on in his current circumstances. All right. Let's see what shows up. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and justice. Hmm. Is this working for somebody that he felt screwed him over and now he has the justice from that? Is he working? Is it Disney? Because I remember at a time he got cut out of everything he was working on at the time because of false accusations from Amber Heard. So is he working for Disney again? Because I feel like this is somebody he felt stabbed him in the back and justice prevails. He's taking that leap of faith. He's got the courage to do it. And when I saw the first court appearance in the UK, where her and her friend were in the car and they were celebrating their win, and I thought, something's off when I saw those two doing that. I thought they acted like they were getting away with something that they know was wrong. And it was like at that point, her credibility for me just wasn't there. I felt she was hiding something, and sure enough, she was. So let's see, High Priestess, look at that. That inner knowing. He doesn't mess around with that. I feel like he took a leap of faith to work back with Disney's here. He had the courage to do it, and he was going to use his intuition about this. So let's just see what's going on. Judgment. Things are changing. Everything's kind of going differently. I feel like this is having to do with those things that were changing for him when it came to the second time for where he took her to court in the States. So, because the justice system really did prevail and showed that she was lying. So, I do like that fact. I mean, they both didn't win really. I mean, he won back his credibility, which was huge as a star. I mean, you just don't do that to somebody, especially when they didn't do anything like she said he had. So whether there was things that did happen, but they weren't quite like how she said they were. So, and the fact that she was cheating and making him think that she wasn't, that it was all in his head, little too close to home for me. So let's just see here what's going on. Changes, Four of Wands, 1111. So this is finding some happiness within his own home, that peaceful, tranquil energy. Now, is there love there? I don't know. Let's see. Did he meet his high priestess? I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Four of Cups. Okay. So right now he's kind of dissatisfied. Maybe is he in a relationship? I don't even know if he is. If he is, he's not happy about it. So, and judgment is some things that are going to occur. And this has to do with judgment being changing events that are coming from closure of a lesson. So he's learned something about watching his intuition or part of his intuition that may stem from when all of this went down, that he learned something about Amber that somebody is showing him again, where he's being dissatisfied when it comes to some happy home kind of energy. He's not really happy with it. So it's almost like he's settling for something that wasn't necessarily going maybe the way he planned. Eight of Pentacles. Now, maybe he's dedicated to it. Maybe he's developing some skills when it comes to relationships. This could be that he's learning a lesson as well, wanting to work it out. Maybe let's just see what shows up. Maybe it will be at work when he goes and works for Disney, that he meets somebody. Let's just crack the deck on this because I feel like there's, oh, Hierophant. Okay. Let's choose. He's dissatisfied right now. Maybe there's pressure about getting married. Six of Wands. There's some honest discussion here. What is this? Five of Wands. There may be some arguments about getting married, doesn't want to do that. Maybe somebody wants to work this out. Six of Wands maybe is about having an honest discussion. Let's see. King of Swords, Ten of Wands. Okay. So there's some type of seeing this person as a burden by the looks of it. Five of Wands is a lot of arguments and conflict that's going on in his world right now, and it may stem from wanting to get married, somebody wanting to get married, putting the pressure on him about marriage, and he may be once bitten, twice shy. I mean, who can blame the guy, you know? So if somebody's putting pressure on him about getting married or popping the question, he may be talking about how he actually feels about that. So let's just get a couple cards for each. Let's see what's going on here. It might just be physical for him. Maybe it helped heal some things for him when it comes to Amber. And maybe private getaway for two is calling to him. So let's just see what's going on. There's that honest communication about maybe wanting to get married. There might be a workplace romance going on behind his back. She may have more in common with someone else. Is that what's going on here? Oh, yeah, see, proposal. Wanting to have that proposal, but she may be doing something else at work with someone else. I don't feel like she works with him. Whoever she's dating, maybe she does. I don't know. But I feel like it has to do about marriage. Let's see what lessons need to be learned here by Johnny. Let's see. Restless means alignment is overdue. So he needs to face maybe the reason he's dissatisfied is because he's not aligning with this person. The quiet got louder than your excuses. So I feel like he really does pull back when when it gets tension and things, like he kind of shrinks away from that. He doesn't like confrontation, because it can get explosive, especially if drinks and other things are involved here. So I feel like now maybe he's learned that maybe just being quiet, maybe he's given excuses of why he doesn't want to marry this person. Release became necessary, not optional. So he may be actually walking away from this person. There is some displeasure here with this. So let's just see on this person's side that he maybe hasn't walked away from. Is there a romance going on behind his back? Could be. Let's just see what shows up. But felt safe was slowly suffocating you. So this person isn't satisfied either. Detachment formed a survival what hurt. Oh, detachment formed to survive what hurt. So maybe being rejected by Johnny is what's hurting, but she really felt suffocated. Is that why maybe she had a workplace romance? Is it with Johnny? I don't know. Attachment made the wound deeper, not love. So it may have been just, I want to say something to get over. It's that rebound effect is kind of what I'm getting, actually. And slowness wasn't punishment, it was a test. So things maybe didn't happen. He was getting restless. Maybe things weren't going anywhere. And it's because of that. It was wasn't punishment, but it was a test to see if he was paying attention to what he needed to learn in that fact. So let's see what doors open for him once he walks away from this person, because this is the lesson for him. We'll clarify too. See if the Empress shows up. Door of learning. So he does learn this. Once he learns this lesson, he's able to walk through that door, and there's growth there. Sovereignty, self-determination, liberty, freedom, free will, and release definitely releases this person. learns the lesson, goes through both doors. What else do we have here? He's no longer caged in, and neither is this person. And a door of illumination. There's enlightenment, awareness. There's a revelation here that he may be getting to see that he wasn't seeing, maybe about that workplace romance. Let's see about this person's side. There's the door of change. This person is also going to grow and adapt from this. Door of patience. She may have to learn patience because of this. I feel like there may even be some karma attached to this. Why she's learning patience or needing to adapt to something. Door mystery, secret, unknown. Yeah, because she didn't divulge this information, but it looks like he may just find out about this secret workplace romance and door to prosperity. So he's definitely prosperous. And whoever he is with, I feel like maybe trying to maybe get some money out of him, maybe got a name for themselves because of him through his name. I don't know, there's some kind of payment she receives with this prosperity. Maybe he's just looking out for her until he finds out about this romance that she may have kept from him. So maybe it was the two of them. I don't know. But I kind of feel like there may have been somebody else. But well, let's clarify right now and see what shows up. Show me about this, about getting married. There was arguments and things about this. This may have been something that she was manifesting in loving words for this to come up. He may have been trying to be patient with her. Yeah, I feel like the Empress is the one he's looking for. He may even be, here he is now with the Empress, and she is above the rest. It's almost like with the Seven of Wands, this is overcoming challenges for a personal win to be with the Empress. So once he realizes this, he's going to find the one he really wants to have. And he may be even manifesting this with loving words. Maybe he's trying to um, ease this person's pain by saying goodbye. I'm going to give you some money, but then because he is quite generous and he doesn't like to hurt anybody, and he's actually quite a decent guy. Most people think he's pretty wonderful, actually. So, I mean, everybody has their downfalls, but and alcohol or whatever he does is a downfall for him in a way of people judging him, I suppose. But he was young when he came into fame too, so and I would imagine that's no easy road. So let's just see what's on the bottom. Yeah, he's gonna make the Empress a priority when he meets her. It could be her manifesting this love to come in as well. She is showing up for him, and after his struggles of what he goes through, she's here and she shows up. So interesting enough. I like that. Oh, I forgot. I gotta finish clarifying. Let's see about the proposal. Okay, so he decides he doesn't want anything to do with this. Now, the good news about this, or the honest discussion he may have, he's excited about ending this, actually, and releasing this person, uh, especially once he finds out there was some type of secret romance that he didn't know about. If that's the case. Now, he is attracted and wanting to, once he learns this lesson, he may find his Empress here. She may be very attractive and wanting to um, invest in her long term. And this may be some karmic debt that this other person for this secret romance may end up having to pay some karmic debt for that. He is definitely attracted and wanting to invest in this person. He he's going to get justice for whatever he gives to her, because I feel like she's doing him wrong behind his back, and he may be paying her to leave and may not realize he has the right to say to leave because there was a secret that he maybe didn't know. Well, he does know now. There is the wounded warrior. It all comes crashing down, and he gets back to work. Or I don't feel like there's any way of working this out. Yeah, Spirit says, yeah, that's the truth. So he does get the truth. I feel like he knows that he wants to invest in something else. Yeah, look at that. There was arguments. Yeah, he's becoming a suitor for this empress. It's so funny to me. The arguments here, I was looking at the castle, the burning castle or the tower there when this card came up. Let's look at the chariot, the suitors. Well, there's the offer. Maybe even to work for him or some kind of transformation. There's the end, anyway, for this other person, especially after finding out about that. Yeah, the truth sets you free. Yeah, he's releasing all the burdens. And look at that, the intuition again. It's almost like knowing there's a mystery going on here. This may be the Empress showing up now. He may be using his intuition too. So, I mean, is that a secret? Yeah, there was a secret here. And it may be his intuition he's going to listen to, but there is the suitor with the offer for the Empress. So let's just have a look. And the tiger's eye is courage, focus, grounded, confidence. So maybe it's an earth sign. Maybe he's an earth sign. I don't know. I've never really looked at what he's got going on there. Maybe I should look at his natal chart and see. I'm sure it is online somewhere. We have actualized, see the truth, thank you, and manifesting, serendipity, fated connection, happy accident. So he does come across his Empress, order amidst chaos, so clearing away clutter, all under control. So order comes into play here. Everything comes crashing down and burns to the ground, especially when he learns the truth about a secret romance. And don't give up. Expect a miracle with the H. And I with the intention. Set the intention, make a plan, and hold the vision. So, we have an A, S, I, H, O, and E as part of the first, middle, or last name, or all of the above, with the tiger's eye for Johnny Depp. I was actually saw a picture of him when he did one of his first things. I think it was it 21 Jump Street? And I saw it on Prime, and I was thinking, wow, look at how young he is. Nice looking guy, too. No wonder they had him on set. Anyways, yeah. So that's what I have for Johnny Depp. And I will see you on the other side if you are going on to card 3 for Bruna and Shawn Mendes. All right, you guys, if this is where I say goodbye, we will see you next time. Stay blessed. Later. Hi, guys. This is card 3, the Amethyst. Calm boundaries, intuition, winding down at night, place nearby with dim lights. For the Amethyst to activate and do its thing. And this is for Shawn Mendes and Bruna. And we are going to see what the current situation is for him and then for her on their side separately, just to see what might be happening in this current circumstances we're in. 6 of Cups. The past is back already. It's the first card out. What the heck? And maybe going over what arguments they may have had in the past with the 5 of Wands. Something they couldn't agree on. And we kind of know who this might be, don't we? So definitely thinking about the past already, Shawn. What's going down? 5 of Cups and feeling the loss of that. Realizing that Bruna is not Camila. So, I always felt that she looked a lot like her, like so much like her in a lot of ways, but her personality isn't anything like hers. So I feel like he's definitely feeling that loss of Camila. So going back over the loss of her and things that may have been said. So the past is already back on card one. For him, let's see what else is going on for him. Seven of Wands, really, well, trying to overcome some challenges here. So he's feeling a little bit of challenge, especially thinking about the past. Nine of Wands, this is kind of healing, maybe still coming out the other side of that, still feeling some wounds here based on the past by the looks of it. What else? And the Ace of Pentacles. So this might be manifesting something for himself. Maybe the past, looking back at the past, maybe manifesting and not even realizing he is manifesting. Because there's a loss he's feeling when it comes to her. Still, even now, thinking about those last moments. All right, Three of Cups. So definitely is third party here. So it's him, Bruna, and now the past coming back in. Maybe that is what it is. And the Three of Cups with the love. Still in love with her. And I feel like he may feel like he's in love with Bruna, but if he's still thinking about the past, I mean, he's manifesting or wanting to build with the past by the looks of it, still feeling that loss with three people here. It's wanting to build. This one's, what is it? Yeah, this one, Ten of Pentacles. Still wanting to build a legacy, but he's still got three people here. So what the hell? It's almost like he's with her, but he's thinking about Camila. So, and maybe of who he wants long term. And I feel like somebody's taking center stage here as that third party, even though they're not together, but he is bringing her into this relationship by thinking about Camila. So, dang, he's got it hard for her. Like, this is the love of his life, I feel, and he's having a hard time letting her go. It's still evident that he's in love with her and wants to do that. But with the third party here, it's almost like hmm, she's never really gonna be off of his mind, you know what I mean? She's still very much there. No matter what he's doing, she's still a factor in his life. Oh, Seven of Cups on the fence. There's some choices that are needing to be made here about a choice. Now, I feel like this is, he may be wondering about a choice here that he's made. Of who he wants to build this legacy with. Let's see about Bruna. Page of Swords. There's some communication here. Words being spoken to a King of Cups. And the King of Wands. What? Speaking to two. Now, Bruna, is there somebody in your past that you're thinking of or talking to? Because the Page of Swords is a conversation. This is messaging. This is curiosity and communication. So she may be having her own little thing going on over here. Things will be changing here with that judgment. These are lessons being made here. Both looking maybe at the past. Three people. So is it on her side there's three people? You may have found out she's cheating. with a past person. Maybe he's thinking about his past person. She's maybe talking to hers. Eight of Wands, this is a breakthrough that she's having when it comes to some type of change or lesson that she's learned. Okay, this is moving forward. Progress. Eight of Pentacles. This is maybe trying to work something out with Sean or with someone else. She sees one as loving and kind and one as very attractive. So, oh, Queen of Wands. She's showing up as the Wands. So, she does have a counterpart with the King of Wands. Ooh, she might be going after what's passionate here. A double energy here. Somebody a Capricorn? Earth energy, or what do we got going on here? The double showing up. This might be some double energy going on. Is somebody doing something they shouldn't be here? There's going to be a price to pay if that's the case. What do we got? Five of Swords. Arguments. Oh boy. Yeah, this is like toxic type of communication, especially with the Five of Swords here. This may even be jealousy, confrontation, a lot of arguments, conflict, hostility even. Two of Cups. It's about love. Who do they really love? We'll have to clarify that. Oh, this one, oh, Ten of Swords. This one fell out at the very end. Is somebody feeling like there's some deep wounds here, some betrayal, painful end? Something's going on in terms of love. So let's see here. Now, there is two people here, so I am taking these two here. And we do have the Lovers, and we have the Six of Cups. This is the past person, Camila. This is who he's with now, but I don't know if love would be the right person to put in there. Let's put the third party as whoever. Let's put this as Bruna. Let's put this the past, and we'll leave that one out. Let's see, because I feel like he's still in love with the person from his past, and so is she. I mean, love is still coming up, and there's two people here. Let's find out about the Six of Cups. I'm going to put past and Bruna. And then for Bruna's side, we're going to do these two, the King of Cups and the King of Wands. So let's see about the Six of Cups, the past, manifesting the one. Didn't she manifest something here? All right, let's see here. And what about Bruna? This may have been a healing connection, like I don't feel like she was, well, she might be the first real relationship that he's been in that's maybe been a long-term type of relationship. I don't know. It may have something to do with, I'm getting like almost healing the heart, but it's not. It's conflicting. It's not healing it because they're both still thinking about other people. Let's see. Wanting to propose. Bruna, time apart. Okay, well, that tells me a lot. Unexpected connection with the King of Cups. And that may have been Sean at the time. And what about King of Wands? Who is this King of Wands to her? Twin flame recognition. So this one may be really hard to resist or walk away from. Um, and for Sean, I mean, it may have been unexpected, but it may have been ulterior motives, maybe to make somebody jealous. Let's see. Unexpected connection. There may have been some magnetism, and I feel like that may have had to do with Sean's magnetized, and she felt that connection with him. But let's see about the twin flame. May have been material attachments here. So interesting enough, two very, very different people. This is your true love. So he wants to, wow. Okay. So we're going to clarify that one in a minute. Let's see, look at the lessons here going on for this. Tell me about the lessons Sean needs to learn here. Oh, release became necessary, not optional. He has not done that yet. He hasn't learned the lesson yet. Attachments made wounds deeper, not love. So he may have been attached to her, but it just made him think of his past person. It's not love. And intensity means something real is emerging. So I feel like with this has a lot to do with the past, that intense feeling. And I feel like he may know something's going on here. And it may come down to who is his true love, time apart here of separation. And here, this is a twin flame recognition. So restlessness means alignment is overdue. So these two are not aligning like they should be, or somebody feels they should be. Force always creates resistance. So somebody may be forcing this to be a thing, but clearly they're both thinking about other people. Healing isn't gentle, it's honest. So there is some healing factors going on, possibly about past people for her side, but she's still connected and talking to them. So is she really over the past any more than Sean is? Like, exhaustion exposes the version of you that was pretending, and they both are exposing who they truly are and how they truly feel. So interesting. Let's see what doors are going to open up. If they learn the lesson, and there is going to be time apart from Bruna, by the looks of it, she is not his lasting true love. He wants to propose to Camila. And here, this is a twin flame. This is intensity. Even though there's magnetism to him, there's something here that is not going to be able, she's not going to be able to shake it, especially if he's buying her gifts. All right, door to magic for Sean. If he does, enchantment, charm, supernatural, wonder. And there's the door of wonder. Wow, that's funny that I just said that. Awe and amazement, curiosity, mystery, marvel, and courage. So maybe the courage to go back to where he started for who he really wants to be with. And what about Bruna? Okay, some of these are on the fence. Patience, awakening, and protection. They're on the fence here. Let's see what else. What about the twin flame here? Show me that. 'Cause she's on the fence about all of that. Or balance and love. I knew she wasn't in love with them. It shows that they're not in love and healing. So finding her balance again, but she knows who she loves. What about Sean and when it comes to Camila, reflecting. It looks like this might be a twin flame for him. He's learned a lesson. He's looking back at the arguments and the door to serenity. So learning the lesson and walking through that harmony with her. I feel like when it comes to Camila, there's definitely this calm that they have with one another. They're really good together. They converse well. They are happy together. They couldn't leave each other's side. They were really good together. And I feel like he misses that fact. And the door shadows. So this is that introspect here, looking at what he's lost when it comes to love or what he wants. And so is she. She's wanting to move on just as much with the time apart. Let's look at the Two of Cups. Wanting to invest, manifesting, which I saw that already. And those ships haven't come in yet. So they're both with each other now, but things are going to change. Whoever's meant to come in, they will, who they really will invest in, and it's not with one another. So interesting enough, the lasting love, there is an offer going to be made from a King of Pentacles to the Empress. So he definitely sees Camila as his Empress and not Bruna. Sorry, Bruna. Let's see what they were pretending. Yeah, recovering from the broken heart. Still looking back though. He's become the Emperor now, and he wants to communicate with Camila. Let's look at shadows. There's that long-lasting love, happy love, and wow, using intuition. Love this. Wow. Look at with this and Camila. I mean, when it comes to Camila, I can't get over just how much love, long term, everything shows up, sunshiny days, all doors are opening. They show up as Emperor and Empress, which is high level soulmate. I mean, come on, right? Like, seriously. I mean, I can't make it up. This is what comes up each and every time that I read for those two, Camila and Sean. Now, Bruna has her own demons here when it comes to someone else she has a twin flame with or that intense feeling with. So there's definitely someone that she's in love with the door of love opening up for her. And it looks like for him, he wants to go back to Camila. And it shows there with the true love and the proposal and the time apart with Bruna. So, and I mean, that, oops, is right there with the proposal. I mean, with the sunshiny days. There we go, manifesting the one right there, which he does. The true love. I mean, you can't get on. You can't make it up, or I can't make it up. I mean, look at that. I mean, the manifesting again who he wanted to invest in, and she's not there yet. So there she is there. Wow. Anyway, this is what I have. This was a requested reading. So intuition is here. Look at that. Boundaries are here. And so is the calmness with the serenity and everything. Looking back at the shadows. I mean, come on. This was hers here. This was the serenity, learning the lesson about the past person. What else was here? Reflecting. So I have no doubt that they have this really high level relationship that they may not be able to walk away from each other eventually. I mean, I'm hoping one day they're going to see the power of this. This doesn't come by every day. Like, this is not something that shows up every day. And so, I mean, look at he definitely sees himself with Camila. So why fight it? Both of them are really, because they both are fighting against it. He's definitely seeing a loss with her not around. So anyways, this is what I have for you. So please like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle tribe if you haven't done already, of course. Love to have you, and thanks for all the ongoing support. The donations, the super thanks, and of course, just watching the videos. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe though, because that really does help the channel. And I am still trying to get to that 10,000 subscribers. Doesn't cost anything. And if you watch the channel regularly and like to support your favorite channels, then please be kind and subscribe. All right, you guys, take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.